This shit kind of dope, bro.
It's more than just dope. Yo. Let's get into it, man. Yo, what up? We are back. Hey, man, some new stuff for us, man, at the Shits Podcast, where we are either shooting the shit, starting some shit,
or picking up where shit left off.
Baby. I'm your host, Monsoons the Raw, the coolest cat you heard thus far.
Yes, sir. I'm your man, Bubba Ball, one of the dreads you can't catch at the ball. No way, Jose.
Yo, and a guest, our very special guest to the podcast this week. Ooh. Yo, international reggae dance hall sensation, son of a legend. Yo, I want y'all to make some noise and y'all get hyped up. We don't have our sound effects right now, but when you see this man, y'all gonna know what I'm talking about, man. Y'all give it up for my man, Chino McGregor.
Yes. Respect. What's
good? What up, bro?
Oh.
How you feel, man? Can you hear me? Hold on. Your sound not on there, bro. Hold on. Let me check the sound. Say something, bro. Yeah. Hold on.
You good?
I can't hear him. Okay.
You hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes, sir.
All right, that's what's up.
How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
Man, thank you. Then, thanks for the interview, man. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So check it out on the show, man. What we like to do, man, we like to do a check-in with our guests and our phenomenal co-host, my man Bubba Ball, man. So we got to ask you, bro, how was your week, man?
Yeah, my week was good. It was a chilled week. You know what I mean? Yeah,
okay.
One of those chilled weeks. So yeah,
that's what's up. Bubba Ball, what about you, bro?
Man, this week wasn't it was okay, man. But you know, I really did some reflecting, man. We took 2 heavy losses this week, man.
For real.
DMX, man. DMX passed, and then here recently, Black Rob just passed.
Yeah.
So you know, I did some reflecting, man, because you know a little bit of his past came out. I did some research on his past and found out that brother was homeless, man.
Black Rob or DMX?
Black Rob, man. Yeah. So not only did he come down ill, right, but he also like had nowhere to go if he made it through that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, man, it's terrible, man. How we look at some of our people that have been blessed to make some great songs, man. Right now, you could play Whoa in any club, anywhere in the world, any spot, and it's go bump. You could play DMX music anywhere, and it's go bump. And just to see how a lot of their lives are. You know what I mean? Like, man, they're dealing with some trauma just like normal people are, man. And it's sad that they had this hype in their career way up here, and now he's homeless. Like, wow, bro, you know?
And then from the outside looking in, you wouldn't even imagine something like that. Right?
Nah, man.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so I mean, that's the crazy part about being an artist. You know what I mean? You're basically like a sacrificial lamb, like, you know what I mean? You give yourself to the people, but, you know what I mean? You have to constantly wear a mask and put on this pleasant, you know what I mean? Everything is happy face, but, you know what I mean? People don't really understand, you know what I mean? The real side of your life, you know what I mean? When you do stuff like when you're on stage performing, nobody cares if you're sick or you have family members that are sick, or if you just lost someone, or, you know, whatever is happening, you have to go out there and deliver and make the fans happy. So it's a crazy
it's kind of like sorry to cut you off, man. It's kind of like you sell yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like for the stuff that you love doing, you sell yourself, you sell a part of you to your audience. You know what I'm saying? And it's like depending on how much you want to maintain, how much success you want to maintain, is going to determine how much you give to the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just comes down to, you know what I mean, you have to like really love this to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, go all the way with it, you know?
Yeah. So let me ask you this, man. Where did you grow up at?
Kingston, Jamaica.
Woo. Okay.
What
So
part, man? What part?
Kingston.
Okay. I got some family that's connected. My father, he took me over there one time. Waterloo. I was young, 13.
Yeah.
And it
Waterloo.
was it was
Yeah,
it,
that's
very
where,
eye opening, bro. I never forget it. Yeah.
so how do you,
Shout out to Kingston. Shout out to Kingston. Y'all produce some greats, man.
yeah, for sure.
Kingston is a beautiful city, bro. I got to
Sure.
get there. We got to get there. You
Yeah.
got to show us the tour when we touch down, man. Give us a
Hey,
tour, man.
say less when this all this, you know what I mean, quarantine and, you know what I mean, all this border closure and all this craziness is over with, then yeah, we definitely make it happen.
For sure, man.
yeah,
For
we looking
sure.
forward to it. So let me ask you this, man. So how do you think Kingston how do you think that environment molded you and made
How
you
do
who you are? How do you think
I mean,
Kingston made you who you are?
my story was kind of different from the average Kingstonian,
Okay.
because I literally was born in the music.
Okay.
I was born seeing my dad as an established reggae legend. You
Right.
understand? So I literally born on the stage, behind the stage. You know, what I mean, seeing my dad and all the greats, his peers doing it. You know, just being always being in the studio with him, being on tour. You know, what I mean, there are times myself and my siblings, we, you know, what I mean, we cut school for like weeks and stuff. You know, what I mean, touring like the States or
Yeah.
Caribbean, Japan, Africa,
Woo.
um, all of these places.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, pursuing music was somewhat of an inevitable situation for me. You understand? Because I mean, it's a family thing. So here we are.
So, and so for people who don't know, your father was the legendary Freddie McGregor.
Is not was
Sorry,
is
it
he's still alive.
is the legendary Freddie McGregor. Sorry about that. Yeah, is the legendary Freddie McGregor. So like, those some huge shoes, bro. Like,
Mhm.
how did that affect you? Like, how did that weigh on you, knowing that you got this person that's well known? You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, it wasn't really a huge challenge to me, because I didn't pursue music trying to, you know, what I mean, be a replica of him.
Okay.
Okay.
You understand? I came in the game with my own sound, my own style, and you know what I mean, I expected that people to, you know what I mean, make the comparison. So on purpose, when I came in the game, I didn't, you know what I mean, attach my last name, the family name, you know what I mean, to my name. It was just Chino. So I wanted people to identify me for my unique talent. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And it worked exactly that way. People identify the lyricism and the skills and the melody, and okay, yo, he's dope. Then I had hit songs, and you know what I mean, all of that came with it. Then eventually people discovered the family history, and then they connected the dots and everything made sense. So it actually made it greater, you know what I mean? So pretty much, as opposing to riding the coattail, actually, you know, built on the foundation that was already set.
That's what's up, man.
So speaking of hits, um, so I checked it out. It's you got some classics, bro. You got From Morning.
Yeah, that's like one of the bigger the big ones. Yeah,
Um, I really like Rough It Up.
yeah, that's the ladies' anthem, you know.
so okay, so you got classics, but you also got a project out now, which is
Yeah.
the
The
process.
process EP series.
So
All right.
how long were you working on that?
All right. So the process now. So how the process came about. Um, I released a single in January 2020
Okay.
called The Process. You know what I mean? The lyric says, if last year never work out, this year I go work out for you. It's a slow process, but a sure progress, you know. Then I released more singles after that, then more singles, then more singles. So then I figured, all right, it was full time for another full length album from myself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to the process, I was like 3 albums deep.
Cause yeah, cause
So
this is volume 3.
no. We're not at volume 3 yet. So I'm talking about the creation of the whole EP series. So I had
Okay.
3 albums prior to this. The last album, full length album, was in 2011.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, here we are, 2020. So I was in album mode now. So I figured, okay, let's drop another full length album. Then the pandemic hit. The whole lockdown and all of that. So I figured, all right, dropping a new album, I need an innovative approach. The space that
Right.
we are in right now, everybody's attention span is super short. So we need something to captivate them. So as opposing to just putting out a full length album with like 20 something songs, I figured, why don't I break it down into different sections, different volumes? You understand? So that's when I came with the idea to drop an EP series instead of a
Okay.
full length album. So the first one I released in November. That's The Process, Volume 1, subtitle Lyrics Over Gimmicks. So that's 7 tracks, and that places emphasis on just lyrics, as opposing to all the bubblegum,
Right.
foolishness that's out there. Yeah,
Yes.
follow the next month with Volume 2, The Process Volume 2, Girl Factory. That's 7 songs that's, tailored or directed for the most part towards the female fan base. And then we just recently released Volume 3, which is the subtitle is Rhythm Rider Style. That's
Mm-hmm.
more authentic roots and lovers rock reggae in its purest form. So we have the 3 different elements on each EP, but you can put them all together and you have, one complete full album.
Facts.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I've been bumping volume 3, and to me, one of my favorite joints on there is "I'm Not Worried." I think it's smooth. I ride to it. Yeah, put something in the air to it, bro.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: for you being the artist and you being the creator, what was the most meaningful or your favorite record on that EP?
Oh, that's a really hard one to say. That's extremely hard for me to do because I love different tracks for different reasons.
Yeah.
I get different energies and different moods from different tracks, and there's a different story. From different tracks. So it's honestly really hard for me to pinpoint any one.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But we have some really dope songs on all 3. Um, you have a track called Luxury Life, on Volume 1. You have Pretend Friend on Volume 1 also. Those 2 are really dope. On Volume 2, we have Be Good. On Volume 3, you have, you have Rhythm Rider Style. You have Ragamuffin. You have
That
Victorious, which features Jamil and Kabaka Pyramid. So we have so many dope songs, so it's hard to pin it down.
It's hard to pick one. Yeah, it's too hard to pick one. Let me ask you which location.
But I would assume that's a good thing though.
Yeah.
The fact that we have too many, so many good tracks, powerful tracks to choose from. So I'm really proud of the full project.
For sure, man. Did you do all of your videos? All your videos shot in Jamaica, or you went elsewhere? You went abroad on something?
No, actually, everything was shot in the States. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything was
Okay.
done in the States. I think I did one video in Jamaica. One from Volume One, Dreams to Reality. That was the
Okay.
only one we did. We shot in Jamaica. Everything else was done stateside.
What was it recorded?
Pardon?
What was it recorded? What was the project recorded?
When was it recorded?
No, I said where. Like,
Um, some of the in between Jamaica and the States. So I did some recordings in Jamaica, some in the States. Yeah, most of it in the States. You know what I mean?
okay.
Between Florida, New York, LA. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So as an artist, is there anything that
Yeah.
you need in the studio that helps your creative process? Like it's something that you feel like if I don't have it, I can't record today or I can't write today.
Oh, like a vice? No.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
For me,
need
it's Hennessy.
any vice.
But
Nah, like I literally just need good music and good energy,
just
of
good music.
course. You
Yeah.
understand? And good, just music and good energy. Obviously. So you know what I mean. Once the beat, once the music is dope, then you know what I mean. That's all I need. It just take me to the direction where I need to be. And good energy, of course. You know what I mean, because that's important. You'll be in the studio and you'll have something potentially great, but the energy might be off. You might have someone in the studio, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
who's bringing just a negative energy
Right.
that just throw off the whole project. So good music and good energy, that's all I need.
How
And I'm
about
good to
now?
go.
Now, has things changed for you as far as recording? You know, has the situation still the same? You still can go to the studio, or do you find now with the pandemic, you got to make your own music? You're doing a lot of things differently, or is it pretty much the same for you?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. I mean, the pandemic hasn't really, you know, hindered my creative process. I
Right.
mean, it wasn't that serious where I wasn't able to go to the studio and record.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Luckily, yeah, I was still able to the studio and record. So
That's
yeah,
what's up.
the formula, the process was still the same.
Yeah. That's what's up.
So who inspires you?
All the greats that came before me. I'm talking all the greats from whatever genre. So the greats from reggae, dancehall, we're talking about like the Bob Marleys, the Dennis Browns, my father, of course. You know, what I mean, people like the Shabba Ranks and the Super Cats, the Bounty Killers. You
Yeah.
know, what I mean, the Sean Pauls, the Shaggy. You know, what I mean, from other genres, from like hip hop. You know, what I mean, the Jay Z's, the Nas, the Biggies, the Pacs, the Wu Tangs, the Outcasts. You know what I mean? All these great people, to the Michael Jacksons, the Stevie Wonders, to you know what I mean. So all the greats that pretty much came in the game before me. Those are my influences.
That's what's up, man.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot right now, and I'm gonna ask you, Biggie or Pop?
Big.
Big.
Yo.
And why is that?
Big. Big. I mean, I just respect his the lip. Don't get me wrong, you know, like I'm a big Tupac fan as well. You know what I
Right.
mean? But just the overall package with Biggie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? In terms of the delivery, the cadence, you know what I mean? The styles, the flow. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Package. He was a
You know what I
package.
mean? I mean, growing up, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
I heard
For
you
sure.
throw out different genres, like I heard you say the Bigs, I heard you say Michael Jackson, and so are you familiar with trap music?
Mhm.
Let me ask you this: do you think there are any similarities with reggae and trap music?
That's a funny question because the current state of dancehall, when I said current state, meaning um, dancehall where the younger generation has it right now.
Okay.
Beats are mostly trap. You know what I mean, similar to trap beats. You understand?
Okay.
So you know what I mean, we're kind of in a similar situation as it relates to production. It kind of sounds similar to you know what I mean, what the trap rappers would do, and at the same time we get the same flack as you all would get with the youngins. You know what I mean, the older heads. You know what I mean, giving the youngins flack about mumble rapping and stuff. That's the same thing with you know what I mean, the younger dancehall artists. So it's pretty much the same thing.
So do you think that
biggest fan? I'm not really the biggest fan of you know what I mean, of that kind of vibe. You know what I mean, I'm more a fan of lyricism and storytelling.
Right.
Yes.
Right. I feel you.
So now it kind of makes sense why you
said I appreciate it. You know what I mean, and I get it.
What do you think is the biggest misconception people have of Chino McGregor?
Misconception. I think the fact that I'm able to play so many different sides of the fence or sides of the coin. So it can. I think that can kind of. I don't know if confuse would be the right word, but that might cause a bit of confusion to some people. You know, what I mean, not knowing exactly what direction I'm in. And the reason for that, I don't believe in setting and staying in a box. You understand? I'm a creative. I'm a true musician in every sense of the word. You understand? So I can't be restricted to being boxed in to be that or this or that or you know what I mean. So I'm able to do pretty much everything. You know what I mean, and that can you know what I mean. I would assume that can be a little confusing to some people. Some people get it, but you know what I mean, some things might fly over other people's heads. Some people take time, you know. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay. So we were talking earlier and you know, I mentioned some of your classics. So like From Morning, Pawn Your Head, Rough It Up, Boring Man. Can you remember what it felt like to have your first record that made a big impact on people? Like, what did it feel like to you?
So the first hit record was a song back in '99, a song called "Lego the Boy" with another dancehall artist called Kiprich. At the time, I was probably around 15. I was, I think
15?
High school.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
young. So, but then I was, still somewhat, but I was always like a reserved individual. So, I'm just here in school with a hit song, a number one song. If you know, you know. If you didn't know, you would know.
Right.
And then fast forward, next big hit now, in mid 2000s, was a track called Red Bull and Guinness.
Red Bull and Guinness.
That was the one that kind of lit the spark for everything. Yeah, Red Bull and Guinness. Yeah. That's the one that kind of lit the spark for everything that's happening right now. Feeling, it's always a good feeling, always a joy, when you record music and, you're hearing it on the radio or you're hearing it playing at a party or at whatever event, it's always a good feeling. It's always a good feeling. You know, you're watching the fans or the crowd singing your songs word for word. You know what I mean? As a creative, that's a good feeling. You know what I mean? Knowing you created something from literally out of thin air, and you know what I mean? It just becomes this huge phenomenon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's even a greater feeling when, you know what I mean, that same song that you created out of thin air that actually create a huge impact on people's lives. So like you mentioned from morning, you know what I mean? If you listen to that song, it's like a deep motivational and inspirational song. You know, that's the song where a lot of people would come up to me, like regular 9 to 5 people would come to me and say, "Yo, that this is the song that I listen to start my day at work." Or even kids would come to me and say, "Yo, I listen to this song. This is the song I listen, and it helped me pass my exams."
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, that within itself is a greater feeling more than anything else.
That's what's up.
That's like a powerful thing, man, because just to really think that you created something that touched other people that you didn't even know. You get what I'm saying? Like I always felt like from an artist point of view, from a songwriter point of view, like that's a very powerful thing to be able to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that kind of shifts the thought process now, and it kind of makes you more responsible
Exactly.
with how you approach songwriting. You know what I mean? Knowing and understanding the power of the music and the power of your words, you know what I mean, it make you more responsible with songwriting.
Yeah. When you
Because it's like, you know what I mean, similarly how how it can affect people in a way where you motivate them to do good things. You know what I mean? Same way you can put words out there and it influence people to do bad things. You understand? So it's a responsibility out there.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, talk about performances real quick. Like what was your performance that really made you fall in love? Because you know, I heard it's like a stage. When you get on that stage and you see that you, like you say, you got people singing your song certain times, right? But that first performance, did that really light a spark in you and say, man, I'm on the stage for life? Like, yeah, I can really do this. Like, you already know you can make the music. You've been around it all your life. But the first time you hit that stage, what was that like? And you had people like looking up at you with nothing but joy and love, man. What feeling was that?
Honestly, don't can't tell you that I remember my very first performance as a professional artist. Because I mean, yeah, I've been performing like for a very long time.
Right.
But I mean, definitely stand performances that, you know, I mean, that, you know, definitely stand out there. Japan is always one of those places, you know, for sure. Yeah, my last time in Japan, I did a tour there. I headlined a major festival there, like, you know what I mean, just being on stage watching over 40,000 people, you know, coming out to see you singing every line of every song, you know what I mean, throughout your whole set. And
Yeah,
bear in mind, this is like 16 hours away from home. You understand? These people don't speak English, but they understand what you're saying. You know the lyrics, they can sing back the melody. You understand? That is a great feeling.
Yeah, man.
So I've heard you mention Japan a couple of times, right? So is Japan like one of your favorite spots to go to? Why is that?
It's one of my biggest markets personally.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a huge market for me. You know, I mean, I have a huge fan base there. You know, thankfully, it's you know, one of those markets that actually support the music, that actually buy the music when they love it and
That's
stuff.
good,
So
man.
yeah,
That's love. That's love.
a very good
Can
place
you
to have fans. Yeah, definitely love Japan and the people and the culture too. You know.
Yeah.
can you think of a country that needs to get better as far as their support for reggae music?
Oh wow, wow. That my response might kind of confuse you or you know what I mean, shock you, but I would say Jamaica.
Yeah,
Really?
I feel that.
Yeah. I mean, don't get it twisted. Jamaica is a mecca. Jamaica is a root. You understand? And you know, I mean, that's where the foundation support is. But when you see the support for Jamaican music in places like Japan and Europe and in UK and Africa and all of these places, in comparison to at home in Jamaica, then yes, we need more support in Jamaica.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, and then mhm.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you could continue.
Well, I was about to say, now that you explain it like that, it does make sense. It's like even from Chicago, sometimes Chicago artists don't get as much support from Chicago as they should. So I definitely understand what you're talking about. You know, like, yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely understand it.
Yep.
Same shit here. Yeah.
You spoke earlier about some of your influence, and you spoke about and you brought up Dennis Brown, right? So
Yeah.
on your latest project, you covered one of his records, Ragamuffin,
Yeah.
which is dope as fuck.
Respect.
Are there any other songs by Dennis Brown that you are considering covering?
Um. Yeah. Actually, we have a couple in the pipeline. I mean, we have a few. You mentioned "Rough It Up." There's a line that we use. You know, what I mean, that's actually one of his lines. She said, "Here I come," like Dennis Emmanuel. You know what I mean? So,
Okay.
and there are a few other songs I did a cover on my first album. A song of his called "Handwritings." You know what I mean? So yeah, that's not new territory. You know what I mean? Us paying homage to D Brown. The reason for that, D Brown um, is of course, you know what I mean, a big legend. You know what I mean? He's second in command in the ranking next to Bob Marley. You understand? He's one of the greatest vocalists of all times in any genre. But outside of that, he was like family to us. You understand? More so than just a great musician. So, you know what I mean? Kind of feel it's almost like a duty for us to help play our part to, you know what I mean, keep his memory alive and his legacy alive. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, yeah, you'll always hear from time to time us either sampling or, you know what I mean, doing something, you know what I mean, paying homage to him.
That's what's up.
So you also spoke about the influence that your father has on you. If you had to pick two things, that your father has said to you that you keep with you, just two things, what would it be?
He said, um, it never happened till it happened.
Can I write that down, man? Because I want to put that on a
Yeah.
Facebook post or
Understand
something. Well,
Yeah, it never happens until it happens.
That's true though. That's true. That's really true. Like shit.
So when you first heard that, were you a little bit confused by it, or did it just click?
No, I got it. It clicked instantly. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, that's super duper jewels right there.
Yeah.
Understand? Because a lot of artists, especially younger artists coming up, you know what I mean, it's easy to get um swell headed and stuff. You understand?
Right.
You know what I mean? Thinking you made it, and then, you know what I mean, in all reality the journey just started. You understand?
Right.
So I always keep that level headed mindset. You know what I mean? So even when you know I got um success and hit songs and you know what I mean, all this attention and you know what I mean, corporate endorsement deals and all these things, like you know what I mean, nothing ever got me, you know what I mean, swell headed ever. You understand? I always kept level head and just focus on what we're doing.
Okay, that's dope. So that was one. So what's the second one?
Um, hmm. I think the second, it's not so much what he has said, but what he has done by leading by example. You
Okay.
understand? And the example that we take from him is, professionalism. Always take a professional approach towards music. You understand? Yeah, and we definitely, get that from him.
Love. That's love. And I wanna add this. I appreciate your professionalism with just setting all this up, man, because reached out to you, you reached back out, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a swell head type of thing, man. And we honestly appreciated that, bro. Like for real,
Yeah.
for real.
Love, man. Love.
Bro, anytime. We're all in the same space and the same game and the same industry together. So, why not?
Yes.
Nothing.
Love, man. Appreciate that, man, for sure.
So before we wrap up, I know I had seen, or I believe I had seen, you got some performances coming up. Is it in is it I know one's in Florida, right?
So yeah, the next immediate performance will be in Florida.
Okay.
Port Charlotte to be exact. That's the second annual Big Shit Music Fest. So, look out for that. It's gonna be real dope. That's July 3rd.
Okay,
Understand?
July
So, and that
3rd.
will that's gonna actually be the first official reggae full reggae concert slash festival post pandemic. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're
Yeah,
anticipating
sure.
a good one.
So I know you said that Japan is like one of your favorite places to go to. Inside the States, what's one of your favorite cities?
Say that again.
I said in the States, what's one of your favorite cities?
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot right now. I don't know. I mean, we've always had a good energy in Chicago.
Okay.
Love.
Yeah, for sure. Like New York for sure, Florida for sure, Atlanta,
Ooh,
Cali,
yeah.
Cali for sure.
Cali, yeah.
That's love. That's love. That's love.
There ain't too many bad spots. I mean, you named out some hot spots.
Yeah.
For sure. Shit.
Yeah.
That you can get around.
Our last US tour, we literally did like whole states. We drove out the whole entire states.
The road tour, huh?
So we did all the West Coast, Midwest,
Yeah.
West Coast. And back around again. But it's a good vibe.
You like that road life?
Yeah. It gets kind of tiring sometimes. It takes a toll on your body too. Just being on the road, living out 2 places, and not eating health food. I constantly have to be on the road. Little to no sleep, but again, like I mentioned earlier, once you genuinely love music, then you don't really pay attention to that.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Good with the bad.
So before we wrap up, man, can you tell the people where they can find you, like where they can get in touch with you at?
Social media, Chino McGregor. So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. all that jazz. Chino McGregor, CHINOMCGREGOR. You understand? So that's the
Sure.
easiest way to find me. Of course, the YouTube channel Chino McGregor, and Chino McGregor Viva for all the visuals. We just did a virtual concert called The Process Live, so you can check that one out on the YouTube channel also. So yeah, everything else Chino McGregor.
That's what's up, man.
Okay. So I just want to put out there too, letting everybody know the new project is out called The Process, Volume 3.
That's right.
Rhythm Rider style.
Volume 1,
Hey.
2, and 3.
Oh,
All
three.
available.
All 3
on Spotify, iTunes, all streaming platforms. I just got, and I tell people, I just got through bumping Volume 3, and I love it. I love it. And honestly, dude, I meant to say this. Sometimes I think the less is more. You know what I'm saying? So I think like just because it's an EP, I can go right through it, and I can keep on going. You know what I'm saying? I can just keep on letting it play compared to like when people have like 15 records on an album. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I think the way you did this was smooth, man, because it's an easy listen. You know what I'm saying? On the way to work, I'm pumped up. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just dope. Yeah. Very good work, man. Very good work.
Yeah, not too much. Okay, so I guess mission accomplished.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely,
for sure.
definitely. And man, anytime you come to Chicago, man, please look us up, man. Please look us up, man.
Oh, for
What's
sure.
up?
For sure. For sure.
We want to come out to the shows. Yeah, we want to come out to the shows too, man. Whenever they open back up.
I definitely keep you guys posted when we're out there. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Love.
So, hey, man, once again, thank you very much. Much success to you in the future, man. With anything you do, if it's anything that we can do to help, promote it, send it to us, man. We family, bro.
Love, man. Appreciate you, bro.
All right. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Man. You know what I mean? I appreciate the love and the support too. You know what I mean?
Love, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Respect, bro. Love, man. Appreciate it.
Be safe out there, bro.
All right, you too. Tough love.
Later.
Dope interview, man. Dope interview.
Yo, anybody that was checking it out, that was our interview with Chino McGregor. Hey, y'all, that was some new stuff. This is pretty much our first video interview. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to still roll with the way we do things. Bubble Ball, man, you about to hit him with the underlay for the overplay or what, bro?
Woo! I'm getting chills. Chills. With my, hold on. I gotta hit him with the lit.
Bubble Ball about to drop gems on him.
Okay, I had to run and gather the literature. So, I'm coming with part 2 of what I hit y'all with last week. And this was, why is organization necessary, right? So I got a couple more that I want to run off. And it's necessary. It's just necessary. So the first one, organization is necessary, right? To make sure we engage in self-evaluation of our strategies and tactics to ensure that we modify our approach when that's necessary. Organization is necessary for us to keep an inventory of our resources to see that they are utilized properly, right? So you know how you make sure that, prime example of this is you keep your refrigerator organized. You look in there,
My wife don't really do that.
When you running low on beer, you got to go get some more beer. You running low on cheese, you got to go get some more cheese. Pepsi, whatever. So it's the same thing, keeping everything in line, checks and balances, right? Organization is necessary for us to have expert communication systems to all parts of our community, right? So the communication has definitely broken. It's just been torn apart. Right now we have a lot of things virtual, what we're doing right now on the computer. So a computer has taken up a lot of our times. Our cell phones take up a lot of our times. So I look at the interaction that we used to have, or we used to be able to have a year or two ago, where we could actually sit down and go to a bar or have a drink. Now, you know what I mean? That has been cut in half, or it's like almost null and void. Face-to-face interaction is becoming null and void. So that is taking a part of communication away. It's taking a part away a lot of people prefer to communicate. Another one is organization is necessary to see that we as people respond quickly when the situation dictates that we do so, right? So let's think of an emergency. If you got an emergency at the house, like a fire, do all the kids know to have a pair of shoes or to go bag packed so they could just run and grab this bag and go? It's got everything in it. You know what I mean? Like it's certain things that we teach our kids in school. Our kids are taught a fire drill. Our children are taught these fire drills and things of that nature. But what kind of drills do we teach them at home? So if something happens at home, you see what I'm saying? So organization is necessary, bro. Organization is necessary to safeguard our independent territories from extreme aggression. So you know what that means, right?
Well, I was about to say white people.
No, not just that. Wait a minute.
I meant racist white people. That's what I meant.
Well, what I mean when I say, I'm gonna read that again. I'm gonna say, it says organization is necessary to safeguard our independent territories from external aggression, right? So I look at our independent territories as your home, right? Some place that's independently yours, that you have access to only, that you frequent only, right? You have to necessarily safeguard where your children are, where your wife is, and where you live. So that's a necessary. It's a necessity to protect where you live. You know what I'm saying? And organization is always necessary to combat the lies that the media bombards our community with. So key things that I dropped on y'all was organization and necessary. Out of all these things I dropped, these words organization and necessary were used a lot. And when you really look up and define organization and understand how that fits in your life, you'll find out certain things are necessary. You're going to have to change certain things to get more organized. So organization is necessary. Why is it necessary? It's a list of things I could have said, but these few little things really hit home to me. I know they'll hit home to you. Make sure you get your home organized. Make sure you get your kitchen organized. Make sure you get your refrigerator organized. And with that was the underlay for the overplay, how organization is and communication has been deemed unnecessary, but it really is necessary. So we definitely need to communicate more with each other, with all our loved ones, and keep that strong. Keep the communication strong. However you're able to do it, keep doing it while you're here, man.
Yeah.
And I might come back with a part 3 of this because it's necessary.
As long as it's organized.
Juice. I gotta beat on something, make some drums or some shit.
Hey, we'd like to thank anybody that tuned in, man. It's the Shits Podcast. We got to give a shout out to our sponsor, Cold Pleasures. You can hit them up at www.colepleasures.com. Also, y'all can catch us on the block. Well, not the block, but the Block 105 Radio. And that's at www.theblock105.com. Also, man, y'all can check out the website, www.theshitspodcast.com. So if y'all want to get in contact with us, hit up the website. Y'all find us everywhere, man. We on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all podcast platforms, and we in there. Hold on. Hey yo, go open the door for Infamous, bro. All right, and shout out to my man Bubba Ball. Shout out to our very special guest, Chino McGregor, who got the dope project out. Man, The Process. Y'all hit that up. It's on
check
all
that out,
platforms.
Brother making good music. He making good music.
Hey, that motherfucking project dope as fuck, bro. For real.
Dope, bro. I like that shit.
And that's it. That's our time, man. We're gonna check y'all out next week. And man, thank y'all for tuning in. This is our first time doing it with the video.
We're gonna work out some
kinks. We gotta work out some kinks, you know what I'm saying? But we appreciate anybody that tuned in. And if y'all got some, y'all got comments or concerns, hit up the website. You can leave comments. You can get the merch. We're gonna be coming with these hats, all that.
And they fit it. They fit it. So you can come with your size. You can get snapbacks if you like snapbacks. I like fitteds myself. So,
And we out.
Peace. Next week.